Listen, have cash, always have cash, because like right now, market drop. My guy and I are talking. I'm like, how much more do you think it's going to drop?
Yep.
Is there going to be more discounted? But regardless, we're all going equities, long term. Why?
Ask you a question on that.
Why? Because look, the thing about right now, what they're saying, the dollar's going to get weaker.
Yeah.
That's the topic, right? Well, the dollar's going to get weaker. The dollar's going to get weaker. Okay, great. So if let's just say you know for a fact the dollar's going to get weaker, where should you put your money?
Gold, silver.
Where else, Tom? If we know for a fact, let's just say the next 3 years, dollar's going to get so weak, where would you put your money?
Equities.
Yeah. Anywhere equities.
And equities are just another word for stock.
Yeah.
Stock market.
Go equities.
Bet on the entrepreneurs.
If it's going to go, it's going to be equities. If you're sitting on the sidelines, for me, a year and a half ago, I called my guy. I said, hey, he says, what's up? I said, I want to find out what are the top 5 biggest startups or companies that are, valuation. I gave him the range of where they're at, that they specialize in nuclear energy. Who are they? So I got into the call with a Goldman's nuclear energy department. We had a call together, and I got, the names of the companies I like. I said, we're going to go nuclear. Do you know the last 12 months the best performing stocks I've had? It's nuclear.
Really?
What do you think? Again, guys, don't take my advice. I'm telling you what I'm doing.
You're a psychic.
I'm not telling you to go do it. I'm telling you what I'm doing. Don't go say, well, you told me this. But one guy sends me a message, say, I put money in Palantir. You were right. 100,000 turned into, I don't know what the number said, $1 million, $2 million. I'm like, shit. Congratulations, right?
We'll take 10%.
But what I'm saying is, why? Like, go and look at the nuclear side. Why? I don't know if I know for a fact it's going to happen or not. Guess what is a big problem amongst all of these AI companies? What do you think they need? Energy and power.
Yeah.
And we can no longer get it the way we're doing it. So now the biggest thing that the government has to do and these companies have to do, they have to get people to get more comfortable with what? The word nuclear. The word nuclear. And they've not done a good job, but they'll figure that out in the next 3, 5, 10 years. And then all of a sudden, you're going to look at such and such company is officially valued at $1.3 trillion. It was only worth $2.8 billion. Now it's worth $1.3 trillion. Wait, did you just say it 400x? Yes, it 400x. Damn.
Nope.
So if a person put $1 million in, it's not 400 million? Yes. Holy shit. That's how this works out, right? So to me, long-term equities, short-term, there's going to be some of this bumpy ride that you're going to go through.
Yeah.
This is not an advice I would give to somebody that's in their 70s. This is not an advice for 70s or even 60s, unless if you're 60s and you have the body of a 47-year-old and you're a white Canadian guy who lives in Florida, your name is Tom Ellsworth, and you're so sexy that you can't live in Miami. God forbid if Tom walks in Miami, folks. It is out of, let me tell you, I don't want to embarrass Tom. Can we do this? Is this okay?
Listen,
Guys, me, Vinny, and Tom, and Adam are walking in Miami. I mean, people think like Adam's the girls, there's levels to this game.
Yep.
Adam, girls see him, they like him, they're attracted to him. But God forbid when women see Tom, when they see Tom, his windshield, car is filled with Victoria's Secret lingerie thrown at his car.
Remember we almost crashed?
And I'm like, listen, you know what? I went and whispered to his wife. I said, listen, you guys can never live in Miami.
That's true.
If there's a city you guys can live in, you're better moving to Stewart.
Yes.
You're better moving to Jacksonville.
Yeah.
You're better moving to some of these small cities, north of Jupiter. But God forbid if Tom moves to Miami.
Oh my
too
God.
much.
Husbands
too
and
much.
their wives, go.
Like this guy.
I've seen it with my own eyes, Pat.
Yeah.
People think that Tom and I don't hang out because there's an issue.
Fine.
I don't need him stepping on my turf, taking all my lady friends
But
down
when you
there.
pull up to
Stay away, Tom.
Ferrari and throw your keys, and they know.
Too much.
They know.
Yeah, you know what? There's this guy they call Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
Tom's a crazy bunny. Let me tell you, the ladies call him Crazy Bunny. But anyways.
But they don't call him funny. They call him the bunny.
Oh, okay.
Now Tom,
By the way, Adam, I wouldn't mess with any of your lady friends, Adam. At least until the antibiotics kick in. So it's a
So the antibiotics.
Thank you.
Like I said, not funny, gentlemen.
That's
But
it.
the dad jokes are.
We were
they'll
doing
keep coming.
so well.